So this is what I'm having for my lunch. As usual, it's just very plain, very simple. I have some broccoli and some cauliflower. I boiled that for about 6 minutes. And I have some roast potatoes. I would say these are part roasted because they're quite soft, which is how I like them. They're not completely, crispy. They have a bit of softness to them. And I season that with some cracked black pepper, some Himalayan sea salt, and some chip spice. And chip spice, if you don't know what it is, you should probably Google it. But for real, chip spice is a mixture of seasonings, usually paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, salt, etc. It really depends on the chip spice. Let me actually show you. This is what it looks like. Chip seasoning or chip spice made up of paprika and onion and garlic. You can make this yourself, but I prefer to just get something separately because I already have a sort of spice mixture that's very similar to this, but there's probably like 1 or 2 ingredients missing. And yeah, I just prefer to get this so I can use it purely for my potatoes and my chips. As you can see, it has salt, paprika, onion, garlic, smoked paprika, and somehow it has sunflower oil. Has a bit of pepper in there, and yeah, that's it. Sometimes I like to add additional things to my chip spice, but that's all I used really. And these are in the oven for about 30 minutes. I made a lot of them, but this is just like a small portion that I gave myself. And over here we just have a patty. It was already made. I just put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, heated it up, and yeah, it's a nice addition to have on the side. If you want to see what's inside, let me just show you. It's a bit awkward for me to show you now that I've kind of, I've cut it into pieces. It's just crumbling apart, but what's inside a patty is vegetables and seasoning, that's all. And sometimes you might get a lot of sauce inside a patty, sometimes you might not. Usually a patty is quite dry and it's not saucy at all. So yeah, this is my meal. And also I forgot to mention that I put some salad dressing over the broccoli and the cauliflower. And this is just Mary Berry's salad dressing, and it's made with rapeseed oil, white wine vinegar, and mustard. Obviously there's a few extra things in there, but yeah, that's all it is. It's very simple, and that's why I like it. And it gives vegetables and salad a different sort of taste than just having them plain or with something else. On the side, I've just got a herbal tea. I like drinking hot liquids with my food or after my meals or before because, it aids with digestion. And I think this is a berry herbal tea. So that's all I'm going to be having for my lunch, and I shall see you at dinner time. As a kind of snack, I had some of these, sea salt and crushed black peppercorns. These are hand-cooked kettle chips. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this brand or this style of chips. They're basically handmade, hand-cooked. They're authentic, and yeah, they're not any old cheap Walkers or Tesco's or those 50p pence crisp. They're not any old those. They have a nice crunch to them, as you can hear. And yeah, they're yummy for snacking on. I ate about this much, like that much. And yeah. So this is my dinner, and what we have here is a simple sweet and sour stir fry with some whole wheat noodles. The noodles are a bit hidden underneath the stir fry, so you can't really see them, but they're there and they take up like this much room, I guess. So it looks like there's more stir fry than noodles, but trust me, guys, they're balanced, right? I'm one of those people that is so kind of funny with the balance and the ratio of carbs versus vegetables or protein. Basically, I like more carbs rather than protein on my plate. My ideal sort of ratio between carbs and vegetables is an equal amount, so half and half with the veg and the carbs. And then if I'm gonna have some protein, I'll just have like a tiny bit. And as you can see, I put tofu in here, so it's got a bit of protein in there as well. As well as the veg that's in there. This just adds to the protein. And sorry about the steam coming from it. Literally just made it and it's obviously hot. But yeah, a very simple stir fry with red bell peppers, carrots, bean sprouts, onions, purple onions, green onions, sweet onions, cabbage, sweet corn, and just the sweet and sour sauce that I picked up from Tesco's. I think it's Uncle Ben's sauce, I'm not sure, but yeah, this can be made with any sweet and sour sauce that you like. And you just throw it together in a pan, and yeah, very simple. So this is what I'm going to have for dinner, and I'll see you in another video. Here I have my second dinner. It's literally the exact same thing that I had earlier on. The stir fry, which has carrots, onions, bean sprouts, cabbage, tofu pieces, a few pineapple chunks in there, sweet corn, and yeah, I think that's it. I think I mentioned everything. It's basically filled with some yummy vegetables. Fried that down with some extra virgin olive oil and some coconut oil, and then I put on the stir fry sauce, and I used Uncle Ben's sweet and sour stir fry sauce. Added a bit of salt, Himalayan pink salt, and some cracked black pepper and sriracha to this too. And then over here we have the Blue Dragon whole wheat noodles, and they're about done now, so I'm going to turn those off, drain them, then I'm going to put that in a bowl, put this on top, mix it together, and that is my dinner. Done and sorted. You know, just because I can, I'm having a banana. This needs to be eaten, so I'm eating it right now, or I have it on the side of my stir fry. Don't know if you guys ever tried fruit with your food, like a banana. In my experience, bananas go well with everything. So literally you can have banana on the side of your potato dish, or banana on the side of your biryani dish, because it's one of those foods that isn't overly sweet unless you let it go really ripe, and it has a kind of carbohydrate or a starchy, I don't know what to call it, but it has a very thick texture to it, and that's why I believe it goes well with other foods. I mean, it's just, you know, it's one of those weird things, like having peanut butter with celery. Like, you either like it or you don't, but personally I do, and if you haven't tried it, then definitely try it out. Just have a banana on the side of your dish. Here's my meal, plated up, and I tend to eat things in a bowl, to be honest. Like, if it can fit in there, then I'll have it in a bowl. But this is like a medium-sized bowl, and it fits perfectly. So, yeah, here's a bit of a close-up of it. It looks very yummy, doesn't it? I don't like my food to be too saucy, to be honest. I had a bit of an issue with the sauce earlier on, so I made it less saucy. Because, you know, a little bit of sauce goes a long way. And you don't want to overload your system with too much sauce, right? So I got some banana on the side, and it looks pretty just on the side like that. And I find that when I have a savory meal and I have a banana on the side, like, no other fruit tops the banana on the side of your savory meal, in my opinion. When I have a banana on the side, the flavor of the banana and the slight sweetness of it really complements the savory meal that I'm having. And this could be anything, from pasta dishes, potato dishes, rice dishes. You know what? I don't think I've had banana on the side with pizza. I might have to give that a go sometime. But yeah, this is my meal, guys, and I can't wait to enjoy. Hashtag yumminess. I'm gonna have a bit of sorrel tea on the side because I'm really feeling the sorrel flavor. If you haven't had sorrel before, it tastes very nice. It's not very sweet unless you sweeten it and you make it sweet, but it has a very lovely subtle taste to it, and I really like it. I don't know how else to describe it, and I think it's one of those things that you just got to try, to be honest. And this one right here, this one's blended with ginger, as you can see there. 100% Jamaican sorrel and ginger. For anyone that didn't know, I am Jamaican, and I'm Bajan too. I didn't buy this just because it has the Jamaican flag there, but you know, shout out to Jamaica and all my Jamaican vegans.